Hello there, my name is Leila Ferguson, and today I'm presenting on behalf of myself and my co-author Jarmila Bubikova-Moan. We are both employed at Kristiania University College in Oslo in Norway. And I'll be talking about a project that has specific focus on teaching discipline-specific critical thinking skills. As an introduction, critical thinking is a sorely needed 21st century skill. It's a liberating force and it's a necessary skill in the information society. Critical thinking implies that educated citizens engage in purposeful, self-regulatory judgments that result in interpretation, in analysis, evaluation, and inference, as well as explanations of the considerations on which that judgment is based. This, of course, is from the Delphi study from 1990, which will have been referred to lots of times. But students and teachers alike are dissatisfied with their competence in critical thinking. This may in part stem from poor understanding of what is critical thinking and how it should be taught and learned. Drawing on research on argumentation, critical information literacy, self-regulated learning and epistemic cognition, which includes insights that stress the need for disciplinary learning and knowing. We designed, first of all, an 8-week intervention for first-year students of educational sciences at a large Norwegian university. Our aim at that time was to foster critical thinking through explicit training and modelling of cognitive processes, such as strategic reading and argumentation strategies, as well as ways of engaging with short, popular scientific and longer curriculum-based texts, including source evaluation and understanding implicit assumptions. We also worked hard to create and to maintain an open-minded and inquisitive epistemic climate where we shared responsibility and authority with the participants in the class. So key features included teacher-led small group discussions, oral participation, scaffolded and structured summation, formative feedback, and student logbooks. The class also benefited from the participation of faculty in the class that shared their thinking and working methods, while also acting as models of varying degrees of expertise for the students. Following the class, focus group interviews indicated that our approach was useful. So as the next step in our programme of research, we're conducting right now a systematic review of the literature on critical thinking in teacher education to see how critical thinking is taught to teacher education students. We've identified empirical research that reports on studies involving the concept of critical thinking in teacher education to see how it is conceptualized, but also how it's taught. And we see that this is a broad concept that's used in different ways, and we hope to uncover findings around subject-specific differences and the breadth of the concept, as well as how this affects its teaching. Based on the insights from the pilot study and earlier research, as well as our current research, we want to scale up the intervention and implement it at different educational levels and in different disciplines. We are working on developing this for a master level education course, and our hope is to go on to continue to study this within teacher education and then implement it in teacher education classes. An important feature here is researcher practitioner co-construction of the intervention, specifically in teacher education. And we're also very interested in the constructive alignment of teaching and assessment of critical thinking by using rubrics that specify concrete behaviours and actions. Other key intervention features include that critical thinking will be fostered through a combination of direct and dialogical small group instruction, where students gradually take over responsibility for discussions. There'll be co-designed teaching and examination materials, and to assess the efficacy of the intervention and its implementation, we'll use rubrics. In the poster presentation, we want to discuss critically and to receive input on the intervention design and its implementation. So I look forward to your questions following the presentation. Thank you very much.